Hey, this is good. We broke a record. We started at right at the top of the hour. That's great. Welcome into our YouTube broadcast. I'm Skip. Ryan's going to join us in here in just a little bit. And if you have a link, you can link into our show today. It's on Ryan's Facebook page and or his Instagram page. And then you can start typing in your questions, and we'll pop them up right here on the board. Be gentle. We're also broadcasting in high def, so it's going to be interesting. Let's show you some of the watches. You can see this is the one that has the Valjoux 7750 movement. Now, this is in that carbon case. The model is called the Man of War, but it's a Meteorite Dial, and we have all three executions at only $845. So with the Meteorite, with the carbon, with the silicone strap, with the fact this is a Valjoux 7750 from Swiss ETA, that's a great price. $845, 647-190. And we'll explain that carbon case for you in just a little bit. So that is 42% off. That's one of our all-star prices. Start typing in your questions, comments if you want to. Pop them up on the board. We'll read them as we go. Oh, I'm going over here now. All right, then. Now, let me explain how this works. This is a little bit different than our show. If you want to order this, you can go to evine.com, of course. You can choose, you can hit the link and go to evine.com. But this is only broadcast on our YouTube channel as we speak. And of course, you can watch it over and over again. But 647-190. This is a little different. This is not a stainless steel case. This is made of carbon. It's actually layers of carbon with a resin material in between. So as you see this picture back here, you're going to come on in. You can see that it's done in these layers. Now, this is a heavy, heavy composite. I don't mean heavy as far as weight, but a strong composite of the carbon sheets. The dial is that Gibeon Meteorite Dial. It's found in Namibia in Africa, and the good news is Invicta has stockpiled some of that and is still using it for some of its dials. So that's beautiful. Then inside, as you saw in our regular broadcast, if you are watching us, we had this watch that was with a Sellita movement. This is a Swiss ETA movement, the 7750. And Ryan joins us right now.
Yes.
This is a very cool watch.
Oh, a very, very cool watch. And so we had a little bit of a different version earlier. This is that Valjoux 7750 for those of you who want to have that high-end mechanical automatic chronograph. That is a sweet movement out there that was developed back in the mid-70s.
Yeah.
And guess what's covering it up? That Gibeon Meteorite that you talked about before. However, you can see the watch through the case back, which I really like with this timepiece. So, yeah, I'm looking over here. Let's see. Richard was just talking about, and you can live chat with us, and that's part of this show. And we'll get a little bit more, I guess we'll get a little bit more into that in just a moment. But these are all numbered limited editions too. And I have to double check with the numbered limited editions when it comes to this particular, these colors
look on
out
the back.
there. What it is I'll tell you here in a second.
You got it?
It should say, you know what? Actually, it depends on the color. So we do have to look at the, oh, here we go. The yellow actually is 250, very small. The blue is 250, and then the red is 500.
Okay.
And you'll see that Swiss-made designation down at the bottom of the dial. And you know, for this before, it was before for a watch to be Swiss-made, there are a few different requirements, and it had to be like that the movement, 50% of the movement had to be Swiss.
Yeah.
And so it had to be assembled, the final inspection all in Switzerland, and all that's the same, except now all the different components of the watch actually have to be Swiss-made, 60% of it.
Yeah.
So that's it's not only just with the movement, it's all the different components. We're talking about the case, the crystal, the strap and everything too. 60% of that has to be Swiss. And so it's huge.
This we're calling yellow, by the way. It's kind of a lime green, but we're calling it yellow. Then we also have the blue and the red. Now in our Sellita option, we only have it in red. So if you love this style, money is no object, and you're looking for a color, you can get the blue in here, which we've already sold out of the other one, and the yellow, which we sold out of the other one. So these are the only colors we have with the Valjoux movement. 647-190.
Wow.
About 1 minute. It's only $845. Yes, you've got the value pay option too. And because it is our all-star, this is 42% off.
Look at this high def we're filming in.
High def.
I like this.
I don't know. We'll see. So we have to put in on extra makeup.
Yeah, I got to learn how to start doing that a little bit better.
All right, 30 seconds on this. It's 647190, big Man of War case, 53 millimeter. What do you do that from, the 2 o'clock to the 10 or the 8?
Yeah, when it comes to this watch, actually, it's, you go, I would say you go from about that 10 o'clock over to that 4 o'clock still, even though it's that cushion style case. A lot of times you'll measure north to south and also east to west. I think we've actually done that at some of the other Man of Wars before, but it is a bigger design. But with the silicone band, that carbon build is associated with this watch, it's the lightest Man of War by far that we've ever done.
I'm just gonna reset this. It's got that great snapback reset.
Yeah, for the chronograph in this. And if you notice too, let me point out one thing really quick, is right back down there, that's your perpetual seconds. It's moving at 8 steps per second. I mean, you can't even see the individual steps. I mean, it is like a smooth motion. Remember, this movement is all built by hand.
All right, thanks for everybody joining in.
Adam.
Money is no object. Good one, Skip. Well, I just said if money is no object.
Or when.
Like if you're Ryan.
Oh.
Money's no object.
Hardly.
All right, well, let's move on. This is 647190 if you like this. We do have a specialty sub-aqua coming up. We have a sub-aqua Noma 1 coming up a little bit later. We have a couple of watches with genuine diamonds coming up for you too. So what are we going to next, guys? All right. Okay.
Here, will this help you?
Perfect. All right. This is the Sub-Aqua Noma 1. It's a 47 millimeter limited edition. This is the one that has the Salida SW500. And I believe it's one of the only watches that we have left. The last time I did a YouTube special, they wanted to know when the 500 was coming back. Here it is. It's 642550. It's $785, 6 value pay of $131, and that is available. We'll hopefully show it to you in a little bit. What?
Adam says, thank you to the fast food restaurant for the Wi-Fi usage. What'd you have to order, Adam, to be able to?
He didn't have to order anything. He just sat down and got a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah, well, that's it. Got a cup of coffee.
Here's a specialty Sub-Aqua. Now, the whole series of Sub-Aqua, there's Sub-Aqua Noma, there's Sub-Aqua Specialty, there's all kinds of Sub-Aqua. This is called the Specialty. It is that case and cradle design. We have it in gold tone, red, or silver tone. Gold tone in the center, red on the left, silver tone is on the right, and then we have the red on the left. Genuine leather straps. So if you're going for the white, it's the only one that will have a silver tone case and a white leather strap. The red and the gold tone have red straps and obviously gold tone cases.
Yep.
So this is what they look like. We have them for only $264.74, and it's also on the 6 value pay of only $44.13. So there you have it. And that looks like one of those guilloche dials.
Yeah, when we talk about the guilloche, it's a hand-carved dial, extremely expensive. We do a different process. It's called oil press technique. And so we press the dial in from both the front and the back to give you that same look, but obviously the dial alone doesn't cost thousands of dollars. I think which it should if it's a hand-carved dial. Who else is talking? And are we going to go kind of mid? Are we going to go mid like we typically do over to the monitor, and I'll talk. We'll reference some of these. Chats.
There's somebody doing a lot of questions. All right.
Okay, we'll go over to the wall, kind of
check
mid.
it out. I'm going to stay here.
Right over here.
I'm going to hold this.
Coming right over here.
All right. All right. So these specialties, either gold tone or the silver tone, and either red, gold tone, or silver tone. All right.
Okay.
Ryan, check it out.
Okay, yep, so comments. Let's see, Pete, oops, we can't move around here while I'm reading. Jason, when will you get more koi fish on the Bolt Zeus in the blue color? I don't know. Let's see. Will the Grand Octane in the iridescent style be on sale again? That is actually up to Evine. I don't have any control about that. How about a Sand 1 with an NH35 so I can afford that? George actually mentioned that. That's actually a nice suggestion there. We'll take that. Any chance of a Koi Swiss-made mechanical automatic? That's actually a very, very good idea there, Mark. And so just so you guys know, Evine is also posting every watch that we have presenting up. So if you like that specific watch, just click on that hyperlink or that URL. It'll bring you right to that watch and you can place that order. I'm going to go back over here and meet back up with Skip.
All right, love this red dial. If you're interested in this, my favorite will be the all gold tone though with the red strap, to be honest with you. Looks very expensive. I'm just, I'm just getting into these large watches now. Oh, I should take mine off.
Oh, your DNA.
Yep.
So yeah, I love what we do with this watch. It's that really, really high polish that's a part of this timepiece. You know, with the gold, I think just looks absolutely amazing.
Look at this one.
And it's that complicated case and cradle design that's just completely mirror polished, whether it's a silver tone version or also then you get into the gold tone version that Skip has. I believe we're ordering by the dial color. Is that correct on this?
Gold tone, red or silver tone.
Okay,
yes.
Very good. The movement inside is really one of the backbone movements that we use quite a bit, and it's a company called Ronda. And this movement is the 5040D. We've used that a lot in the past, and we still use it here today because it's robust, accurate, and reliable. Large croco embossing that's a part of the strap in addition to it. They'll fit wrist sizes, I believe. I got to double check.
The strap is 10 inches.
Yeah, so 8 and 3
look
quarters.
at this.
8 and 3 quarters.
Look at this hinge. See how that's hinged? That's really going to hug the wrist very nicely. See how it's slightly curved here? So you've got a nice, comfortable watch. If you have a smaller wrist, don't worry about it. It's going to feel really good. Now, this is the all gold tone version. We have silver tone, we have red. Let me slip the red one on real quick, too. Okay. Here's the red dial. This is hot.
Yeah, red. I mean, that's luxury right there,
Yeah,
Skip.
for $264, genuine leather strap, Flame Fusion crystal, it's all there. 5040D from Ronda, Swiss movement. And I want to see some. I'm going to turn this around for 1 second. Let me see if I can activate.
Oh, Adam says he's just sitting outside, loitering is what I'd call it. He said if you went in the restaurant, I feel obligated to buy something. You know, there was one time a long time ago, I was with my buddy. We went to go visit some friends at a KU.
Yeah.
We went rollerblading around it. We were going all day long. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, we just need to go to the convenience station and just kind of chill out. And so I was just sitting there, like on the curb in my rollerblades. This is like over 15 years ago. Sitting right underneath the no loitering sign. And he's like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah.
Should have gotten a picture.
Well, he didn't have his flip phone with him back then, so.
I had a flip phone for years.
Up until?
Not that long ago. All right, that is completely sold out, so.
Oh. The Sapphire Ghost sold out.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's Ghost. We had it.
We didn't have too many.
Nope. Nope, it's gone. Let's go. All right, we have 8 only. 8. I've got to think there are 8 guys out there that want to get this for her. You've got 183 diamonds on the dial of this women's Venom watch. It's $850, 6 value pay of $142. The item is 635633. That's almost 3/4 of a carat, 0.73. 7.5 would be 3/4 right on. 0.73 carats of diamonds, 1,000 meter water resistance, all done in the stainless with the Ronda 5040D in this watch. And we have 8 only. That's why we did not broadcast this today.
Here's a quick question from Enos. He said, when we change our own Invicta batteries or remove the Lynx, is the warranty voided? If you open up that case back, anybody else outside of an authorized Invicta, the warranty is void. You can remove the Lynx, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
That's not a big deal. So good question, I like that.
All right, look at all the diamonds on this dial. Now the 5040D again is going to be a chronograph, as we mentioned before. And yeah, this is 1,000 meter water resistant. That's
right. Yeah, gorgeous.
That's a lot.
And we don't have too many of this size. It's a 42 millimeter for the Venom, and women have been asking for this. So again, maybe you want to get your sweetheart something just really off the hook.
Yeah.
This is really that watch there. 183 diamonds.
Why would you need? Why?
What?
Why would you need to get off the hook? You mean if you did something bad?
No. Well, like just off the hook, like something just like totally different. I mean, you can you can talk about living off the hook. That's when you're like living on a sailboat in the middle of the.
I would just get it for her because she deserves it. Because
she does.
She's my wife. All right, you want to go back over to the board?
Sure.
See what's going on?
Jump on
All
over.
right, like I said, there's only 8 of these. 635-633 is your item number. We'll go back to the social media board on the World Wide Web. All right. There we go. Any other questions?
Let's see.
Boy,
here is Evine's for that women venom. Yeah, Mark actually answered Enos's question as I did. How about a moderate price subaquanoma one with either NH35 or perhaps straight mechanical? I like that. We actually had a mechanical movement. We had the Unitas in there, and that price was right around, I think, $350, which was a crazy deal.
Any acid wash dials coming?
Oh, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any in a while. Mark, I haven't seen any of those acid wash dials either. We can all obviously put in that request, see if something else comes out. More 80/40N for seniors. I think that goes for non-seniors also.
Yeah, I would say.
I like that movement a lot.
I do too.
I really do. It's a movement that's full of many different features out there. Yeah, I think that's a great thing. And
Is
that's
that the one with the retrograde?
Retrograde, and also the Grand Date window. And it's a movement made by Rhonda.
All right. 2 minutes on this. Now, we're going to talk about automatic movements here in just a second for our
and
tech
actually,
tip.
I'm going to take care of that while you finish this up.
All right. Last look. This is all stainless. Like we said, it's a 47 or 43 millimeter. But look at the side of this too. That is what I call a machine. It's very tall, extremely tall. 1,000 meter water resistance with 73 points of diamonds, meaning one full point or one full carat is 100 points. So 73 is almost 3/4 of a carat. It will come in this yellow Invicta box. It will come with the 3-year warranty, and that is a great gift with only, like I said, 8 of these to start with. For $850 or 6 value pay of $142, shipping and handling on this is $14.99. So not only is it a big bold look for her, but it's also encrusted with some beautiful diamonds. 183 as a matter of fact, and this is item 635-633, and I'll put it back in the box here in a second as we continue on. This is our YouTube now. It is live right now. We'll be showing you some, you can watch this later on if you want to, but 635-633 if you want this bolt, Zeus, or bolt.
Yeah, the bolt, just loaded with diamonds. A 5040D is a movement on the inside. So, you know, it's a reliable movement, even if you're jumping and bouncing around. I mean, that movement is just going to stay accurate and reliable for you.
Yeah.
If only you could see what's off screen right now.
I wish you could.
Oh, here we go.
Well, here comes the camera.
Oh, now someone's hiding behind.
No, he's right there.
Is he
we
right
can
there?
see him.
Oh, yeah.
Jorge, turn around.
Hey, look at,
All right, right there. Hold on. There he is. Now, I will tell you in about 40 minutes from right now, we're going to turn all the lights up in the studio because he and Melissa, Jorge Perez and Melissa, are going to be in the studio live on Evine and on evine.com. This is our YouTube broadcast, and it's 52% off, 635-633. That's your item number with only a couple of those remaining. Now, during the Invicta shows, the YouTube shows, we like to do something called tech tips. I just saw him as I tried to say
Jorge with
tech
that
tips.
30-second delay. He does his pose.
Yeah. All right, what are we going to talk about today?
Okay, so last time I did a tech tip on just the maintenance of what you do for your silicone straps, because everybody wants to know how to keep your straps clean. And you just, basically, my last tech tip was you take a microfiber cloth, just dampen it down and move it. But what I wanted to talk about with this tech tip is just the difference between a mechanical movement and a mechanical automatic and also an automatic. Just because I think a lot of people just say automatics all the time.
Yep.
And so what this is this is actually a watch that's coming up here, and I believe it'll be coming up during our anniversary event. Stay tuned to my Facebook and Instagram pages, Invicta Ryan, and follow it if you're not already. I'll be posting about this. But what we have on the inside is you'll notice that the second hand isn't moving. So either if it's a quartz movement, that means you have a dead battery. Otherwise, what it is that the movement just hasn't been wound up. And so what you want to do, and this is a mechanical automatic movement, because you can wind up the watch via the crown, and there's also the rotor on the back. If it was just a pure mechanical, there's no rotor on the back, and just a pure automatic is you can't wind up the watch in the rotor. You got to move the watch around. So all you do is you unscrew the crown, in most cases counterclockwise, and it'll pop out to what we call position 1. If you want to adjust the date, you pull out one click, and you can adjust the date window. That's called position 2, and if you pull it out 2 clicks, that's position 3, you can adjust the time. But what you want to do at position 1 is you just want to turn clockwise. You can feel just a little bit of resistance, and it takes maybe about 15 turns, or maybe not even that many, and you'll see that hand is starting to move. So this is the mechanical portion of this watch. You can wind up via the crown. Now in the back, and a lot of you veterans probably know this already, but I just am talking to the new people out there, and that's why we have these tech tips, is this is that rotor. It's that counterweight that moves around with the general movement of your wrist. And so what you have then is that will also be winding up the watch automatically. Now, there are some movements out there. Invicta, I haven't seen one. Maybe there's an older one that only was an automatic movement. And if you have a strictly automatic movement, that's where you really want to have a watch winder, in my opinion, because then you can take the watch off the watch winder. It's already wound up, and just the continuous movement of your wrist will keep that watch moving up. So again, mechanical.
Wind it up every day.
Wind it up every day. Mechanical, automatic, you can wind it up, then just wear it. And then automatic, probably you need a watch winder. And that's our tech tip.
Or you pick it up and move it.
Right. Right.
Thank you for the tech tip.
You're welcome, Skip.
You're welcome. All right, here we go. Now we're going to show you a Quadro. Quadro is really interesting because it's one of the only square-shaped, not even cushion, but really truly square-shaped dials that Invicta brings to us. It's 637206. We have this available for only $665, and this one also has a Swiss movement. It is a Ronda 5040D, and I want you to look very closely. Talking about Meteorite again. Look at the Meteorite Dial on a Quadro. I believe this is our only Quadro with a Meteorite Dial, period. And this is the only execution we have, which is called Silvertone. Now, it is all about the Meteorite Dial, but I want to go to the bracelet first, if you don't mind. Let me take this off. This is truly, how many is this? 9 links, I believe, on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
13.
13. Like I said, 13.
I was going to wait for you to get to 12 until you 13, but it is 13 across.
Links, and you can see from the back there, it's not a, I mean, it's truly 13 links putting this together, but that is gorgeous. It's like armor, you know? And then there's your Meteorite Dial. We have these available for $665.
Yes. $665, I mean, amazing, amazing. I mean, you want just luxury. I think this is that watch of the show right here. You just have the 13 links going across, beautifully polished. I mean, it's high mirror polish that goes along. Square case design within the Quadro. You don't really see too many square cases from us.
Yeah.
And the bracelet, for those of you out there that have the larger wrists, and you've let us know, and we're trying to deliver on that as much as possible, this watch will still deliver. So.
For the eclipse, I'll wear my yellow Sunray dial. Thanks, Bob. That's great.
Oh, Bob was on the cruise last year.
Was he?
Yeah. So here, let us know right now. We have, let's see how many we have online right now. So we have about 170 of you watching. Just right now, just type in the box. Are you going on that cruise? Let's find out who's going on the cruise. InvictaCruise.com. I'd like to find out who I get to meet here coming up in February.
Who has reserved a cabin for the cruise? Type it in right now. We're going to go over there to the board, and maybe they'll start typing in. Hello, Tom. How are you, sir? You coming up next hour, too? Yeah. Great. You've got some House of Waterford? I he's always turning up. Yeah, we've got Waterford Crystal coming up in about 30 minutes. Let's go to the board and see what people are
typing.
typing.
This shot. I look extra tan, don't I?
Mark says...
I look
You know
really,
why?
I know, because that light should be right here.
No, because you are tan.
I was out on the lake all day yesterday.
Well, that's why.
Okay, the Quadro is so hot, says Adam. Mark is going. Bob is going again. That's great. There's actually a group called Invicta Cruisers. If you want to go on social media, Mark is actually running that. So go to like Invicta Cruisers, become a part of that group. Gorilla is ready to go. Greg, no, I get seasick. They have pills for that, Greg.
Can I tell you something about being seasick? Because I used to work on cruise ships.
Okay.
All right. There's a little cruise action going right there. If you go and you start getting seasick, eat a green apple. I'm telling you,
Okay.
It's better than taking the medication.
All right,
The
fair enough.
medication just makes you sleepy.
Okay.
Green apple will help.
All right. So, Greg, maybe bring a bunch of green apples in your dive case. Well, maybe you can't do that.
I'm sure
but
the ship will
the
have
ship
green
will have
apples.
plenty of green
Yes.
apples for you.
Yeah.
Let's see. I wish. Please have another one
Next
year
year.
after. Will there be a special cruise? Only watch it again. Great question, Christopher. I haven't heard yet. Here's Mark. Invicta Cruisers on Facebook. Join us. Ryan, have the new Speedway 7750 gemstones to show us. Not yet, Mark. Good question, though. So I'm going to go back over to Skip, and we're going to wrap up this presentation.
Green apples, it works every time.
Really, I didn't hear that. So, myself, I have captained like my cruises in my lifetime. Probably 2,000.
But have you gotten seasick while you were captain?
No, I almost got seasick one time when I was down in Florida fishing because I went down. It was a center console.
Yeah.
We actually went downstairs, or I went down below, and we
Mistake.
were moving all around. I got out immediately, looked at the water line.
Mistake.
But
Yep.
I've been on 2 big cruise ships, one being the Invicta cruise. My girlfriend and I went on one last October. But you do feel a little bit sometimes moving back and forth, but you totally get used to it.
Oh, yeah. And the Victory, I got to tell you something. They have something called bow thrusters, which really, really smooths out the experience. And it's a big ship, so you will hardly feel it. Unless you've got some pretty big waves, you're not going to feel that at all.
Right.
So if
So
that's what's stopping you, don't. All right,
Yeah.
we're going to move on. If you want the Quadro with the Meteorite Dial. Oh, look at this. We have a Russian diver. All around the bezel are genuine diamonds. There are 180 diamonds, 0.756, 75 points. Don't say it. 3/4 of a carat of diamonds.
I love this.
What? What did they say?
So Mark says, what if we're allergic to green apples?
Then I don't know what to tell you.
Then you might have a lot of other problems.
Try a
too.
red one. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, here, they have pills and cocktail packages
Yes.
for that, which is probably
They
true.
do.
I like that.
They do. This is an NH35A, NH35A, which is an automatic, and it's $387.70 with 180 diamonds all the way around that bezel. That should be gone. We have 7 left, folks. That's it.
Oh, this is a hot Russian diver out there. I mean, you have the diamonds, and it's actually, we've changed over from the polyurethane strap we used to have to the silicone band for a lot of the watches. You still have that same look, but in my opinion, my Russian divers, I have the poly strap. I think the silicone's just a little bit more comfortable. Would I still wear poly? Of course, but it's just a different feel on the wrist. Double row of diamonds going around.
Yeah.
Very hot, and this is very classic Russian diver. It's a Kinotar strap. That means we have the barrels both north and south of the case incorporated into that silicone strap. And the strap also has that contour technology that we've been mentioning. So
What are you, type in what you do for seasickness. I would be interested.
yeah. Now,
Besides the pills.
Let's spice up this chat a little bit, huh?
Yeah, really. Besides the pills, besides the medication, there's all kinds. I heard some people eat dry crackers. That helps, you know. Some people just drink more, you know. and
You know
that
what?
helps.
Maybe we should, can you eat 4 saltine crackers in 60 seconds?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Can we film that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. The
I
little
like that.
square saltines?
Yeah, you can
60
eat
seconds?
4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Piece of cake.
Ooh.
I've done more. Yeah, oh, easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
this is
have to
going to
prove
be a
that to
fun
you.
challenge.
All right, we'll go back over to the social
Okay,
media
so
board
here.
and grab
Do you
this. We
think,
have
Skip-
7 left.
Do you think Skip can eat 4 saltine crackers
Oh, wait till
within
you hear
60 seconds?
Wait till you see the comments on this. And by the way,
Really?
the one on the right,
No, it's tough.
the one on the left is sold out. We only have the one on the right. We're calling that black.
Do we have saltine crackers in the kitchen?
Tom,
Maybe we
you
can
could
do it at the end of the show.
4 saltine crackers, couldn't you?
All right, let's see. Swiss-made mechanical automatic. We just had one with the carbon.
Here's a way to stay on land.
Yeah, stay on land. That's right. You can wave at us as we're heading away. Bob says to, yep, you can rally for seasickness. Listen to Mark and Bob, guys. The more the merrier. Don't wait to book and join Invicta Cruisers. Yes, 6 seconds. I don't know what that is referring to, but you know, it's really cool. If you
He
guys
can eat 4 crackers in 6 seconds.
no way. There's no way.
Okay.
There's got to be cracker residue in there still.
Okay.
There's no way. So,
All right.
yeah.
Drink up.
We did that. It's tough.
Drink a pina colada standing on your head.
No, you don't get any water though. That's it.
That's fine. That's all right.
Hey.
Tom Brennan's with us. Somebody asked me the other day, are you
Yes,
third
sir.
generation?
Second generation.
Second generation. So
Second
your
generation.
dad
My
worked
dad
at
worked-
Waterford
You know
Crystal.
what? My dad began his journey with Waterford Crystal in the early 1950s. I began in the mid 1980s.
Okay.
Okay.
So between us, you got like 6 decades of all of this DNA flowing through our blood.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That
It
is
is amazing. I mean, 2 great brands. Look, I wear my
Yeah.
Invicta all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
good.
very good.
All the
Glad
time.
to see.
And you just, I mean, you have a beautiful product. You
Thank
really
you
do.
so much.
Oh,
You know,
Waterford
we-
Crystal's
we
coming
just
up in a
everything.
half an hour here in Studio C. It'll be on Evine and Evine.com. But because Tom's here, so we must have some House of Waterford today, too?
Absolutely. We've got some House of Water. We've got a signed piece coming up too, the only signed piece of the rotation over the weekend. So,
That you signed?
yes.
Okay.
Personally
very
signed.
good.
How do
hand
you
done too.
sign? How do you
It's
sign
actually
those?
with a diamond tip tool. So we have the technology to sandblast and put it on by a machine. I actually refuse to do
Do it by hand?
Do it all by
Very
hand.
cool.
So we've
Wow.
got a couple of thousand pieces, which
Good.
sounds like a lot, but normally just sell over like one rotation.
Great, great,
So I've
great.
got to sign my name. Like it's like getting a challenge in school or something. You did something wrong. You hit the lines on
I
the
will
board.
not do it, yeah.
It is like started The Simpsons or something. You know, and, you know,
Did you
barking at
enjoy the
stuff.
party the other
Do
night?
you know what? It was so much fun.
Wasn't that fun?
I kind of enjoyed it a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying?
No, but we
You know,
didn't. We all were
These things
very
happen.
good.
Yes.
Do you know what
I think-
I was listening to about the crackers, but what the challenge about the crackers is eat the crackers and then try and whistle your favorite song.
Oh, that can't do that.
Oh.
There's a
okay.
challenge right there for you.
Can't
Fair
do
enough.
that.
I like that.
Thank you, Tom.
You're welcome.
Good to
See
guys.
you in
see you.
about
I'll leave you to
30
it.
minutes. All right, last look at our Russian diver now with 180 genuine diamonds. We, just like we said, we only had about 70 of these. 387.70.
Yeah. We just got a great question from Jason. He said, when is the 16th Invicta anniversary? That is actually coming up in the second half of,
September.
October. So,
October?
October.
I thought it was September.
October. Yep.
Okay.
October.
All right. Now, why do we call this simply the Sub-Aqua?
Well, okay, 16th anniversary. Well, we have a whole event that goes along for a month, but
Right.
we're
But
going
when
to
is
do
the
the big.
actual?
We're doing the big remote, the second half of
Of
October.
October.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So why do we call this the Sub-Aqua?
So we call this the Sub-Aqua because we've actually we've placed in 4 different components inside of this watch, all from the Sub-Aqua Noma series. So we have the 3rd generation case design that goes along with the bracelet, both patent designs. The Sub-Aqua Noma 4 for the bezels, you'll see the 4 different rider tabs at the quarter-hour positions. Sub-Aqua Noma 5 for the function pushers, which are those micro-engineered components that actually deploy the function pushers out. And then it's the Sub-Aqua Noma 6 crown that's a part of this watch. So, any lefty Russian divers, easier to wear? Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we
we
have
have
had
some of
actually the mechanicals. I remember we used
Yeah.
to do those almost entirely as lefties, Bob. So.
By the way, this is our ivory option. It's the only one we have. We had blue and burgundy. Our ivory option, we have only 30 of these in our inventory. That's why we don't put it on live broadcast because we don't have that many. But if you go to our evine.com, you can see 641923. You can place your order for only $194.30. And the reason I said that is because I thought this was more. Yeah, it used to be more money when we originally sold this Sub-Aqua. So we have only 30 left at $194.30. By the way, there is a Swiss movement inside here too. It's called a Swiss Edit G10.
That's
So-
right. And the G10 is a bold movement that's accurate, reliable. It's a chronograph that will time up to 10 hours for you. So yeah, there's just a lot really going on with
Yeah.
that.
Well, here's a picture of all 3, but we only have the one in the center. By the way, this will be shipped with an 8-slot dive case. So even if you use this for other reasons, I mean, you want to put all of your watches in there, take out the inserts, and you can use it for camera equipment or anything like that. It does have that nice water-resistant gasket all the way around, locks in place, a pressure relief valve right here on the top, and it's an ergonomic handle, which is very nice to carry, especially
Yes,
if you have
that's
to
true.
carry this through the airport.
Yeah, that's right. And typical Invicta collectors, if they're going out of town, they're not just bringing one watch. You guys know, you take a number of watches too. So I think I'll grab this one special watch real quick.
Okay. Which one is it?
This one. This is hot. All right, well, get
I'll put this out.
this.
Sub-Aqua Specialty.
Yeah, Sub-Aqua Specialty. mechanical, automatic, as we learned from a little bit before, but it's these brilliant mother of pearl dials that you'll just see inside of each one of these watches. It's amazing, and the black is actually my favorite.
Now, when is this coming up?
Well, it's during the 16th anniversary. It starts in September, goes into October.
Okay.
But you'll just see just a brilliant automatic movement,
that is pretty.
mother of pearl dial. You'll see you have the dragon that's a part of the cutout for the mother of pearl. It's a case and cradle design, all stainless steel. That NH35A for the movement on the inside. Oh, such a hot watch.
Thank you for joining us. Now,
Yes.
that ends our YouTube. However, if you go back to Evine.com, we have Effie Jewelry going on, and then about 20 minutes, we'll be in this studio with Waterford Crystal. So, and check out the Invicta Cruise. Don't forget about that coming in February. Thanks for joining us.
Well, if you haven't heard yet, our 2016 Invicta Cruise was one of the biggest successes this network, Evine, has ever experienced. And we are gearing up for our 2018 cruise. It is all ready to go. Just join us at invictacruise.com. And if you attended our February cruise, please book your rooms instantly if you can. By the way, we will be announcing that at least 6 of our jewelry friends, our jewelry vendors and designers
Yes.
will be joining us. So these cabins are going to book up quick, Ryan.
And let me tell you, if you were on last cruise, it was an absolutely amazing time. And I hope you booked here for the next cruise. Tell your friends about this upcoming cruise in February. The last cruise was simply awesome. My boss knows how to throw a party. But let me tell you, this cruise is going to be even better.
You'll get to meet the hosts, the guests, CEO A.L. Lallo of Invicta Watch Group. So here's what you do. You go to invictacruise.com. You'll get all of the fun details. You'll get to watch the videos. You can share the link with your friends and your relatives, and you can purchase your cabins now for the best selections. Again, invictacruise.com is where you want to go to book your room. So let's talk about some of the highlights for those people that
Sure.
were not with us last year.
Well, some of the highlights included the Port of Nassau. At the Port of Nassau, you got to go along the shore there. You got to do some of the local shopping and some of the excursions that were actually off the ship there. So there's a lot of things to do on the ship, but then it's fun to be able to jump off the ship and just really take in the local scenery.
By the way, we do live broadcasts, and now that we have 6 jewelry vendors joining us, there will be live broadcasts almost all day and all night. And in fact, we even incorporated so many of our guests in our broadcasts.
Yes, you get to see the show. You can come up and watch us just from a distance, and sometimes we'll just pull you up on set, and you get to be a part of the show, which is really exciting.
Our customers also get the first peeks. They can shop on board
Yes.
of all of the great watches that will be presented.
And we had expos of the brand new watches coming up, so our cruisers got to get firsthand look at it. And then we had we had a collector's expo also, in which you got to bring on some of your collection, your entire collection, and we'd come around, we'd sign the dive cases, we'd take photos of your watches. It was so much fun to be able to see your personal collections you've acquired through us.
And we had a giant party the very last night of the cruise. This next year, we're going to be partying every single night, day and night. So if you have ideas for themes, I loved the ideas that we
Yes,
got earlier
keep them
today.
coming.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you'd like to meet A.L. Lallo, he was present every single day on every single deck of that ship, wasn't he?
Yes, he was out and about meeting with customers, signing cases, looking at collections from everybody out there. I mean, he was involved the whole time. I mean, it was even fun. We were throwing dive cases in the pools and stuff. He was throwing them off from the top balcony. I mean, it's so amazing to be with 2,500 other people who have the same passion that you do.
Everything you're going to see in terms of activities are really going to be included in our cruise. So all you need to do is this: to learn about the cruise activities, to get all of the cruise information, and to book your cruise, invictacruise.com is where you go. When you go to invictacruise.com, you will pick your style of cabin, and today take advantage of our limited time savings. All right? Check out the prices of these cabins. Book your cabin today. They start at $89 per person. I know it's crazy for the inside cabin. And you have a choice of 4 cabin styles. We have 4 styles of cabins from insides to suites that are fully described on the website for you. And you can spread your purchase into 3 payments. So when you book your cabin, it's $100 deposit. That's it, just $100 per person. Your second payment of $100 isn't until September 15th. And your final payment for the full amount due is not until January the 15th. And Ryan, virtually everything except for the booze is included, right?
Right. We're talking about the food. There are multiple places all around the ship that you can get food at, 24 hours even. There are a couple different places. So there's just a multitude of activities that you can be involved in here. That's all included in that price.
Now, if you want to book your cabin first and get those additional savings, again, go to invictacruise.com. And we hope to see you there.